It was the last official practice of camp, so that I think the players are excited about that. Overall, I thought we had a really good camp. I think that our players did a really good job of focusing on learning and getting better individually. I thought our offense and defense is progressing. We're not even close to where we want to be right now. We're still having errors. We still don't play full speed all the time, but we're getting closer. And we've got a lot of young men work. We worked the 1s, 2s, and 3s all camp long, including today. So that's a good thing because we're going to need depth. Obviously, with the schedule we play and the close games we'll probably be in, I think depth's going to be really important for us. But overall today, Lamar had a really good day. I thought he was on his progression reads real well. Had some patience and dumped the ball off. Between Reggie and Malik Williams and Jeremy, the running backs had a lot of catches, made yards after the catch. And if we can do that, that's just going to open everything else up for us. Seth Dawkins and Jalen Smith had big days. Both of them caught the ball well. I think it's Seth's probably best day of camp. He elevated, made catches up high, did a good job running after the catch, as did Jalen. And then basically the receivers or the running backs caught more balls than the tight ends today. And that was kind of by design today. The tight ends have been catching a lot of balls and doing a good job. So today was really about making them blockers and working on the run game with our tight ends in there. So defensively, I thought we played probably our best scrimmage so far. We were much more stout against the run. We ran faster and full speed to the ball and tackled a lot better. So that's always a big key to defense, is how you tackle and how hard you play. So I was happy about that. We'll have to watch the video and see where we're at with the depth, but the players will be excited about getting tomorrow off, most of Monday off. We will come back Monday night and have some meetings and possibly do some special teams work, but basically get back on the practice field with full practices on Tuesday. First day of school is always good to give them a little bit of a break, but we will bring them back on Monday night. With that, I'll just open up for questions.
What's a scrimmage like this at the end of camp? Is it 1s versus 2s? Is it 1 versus 3s?
Yeah, all camp long it's been 1s versus 1s. Today what we did is we wanted to make it game-like, so we did 1s versus 2s, and we ran the clock. So we went by the clock. We had the coaches off the field. I wanted to make it as much like a game as possible. I tried as hard as I could to stay in the coach's box. That's going to be probably a huge challenge right there. But obviously one that has to get done, but that was kind of, a focus for me. And, I've been trying to wear some glasses so see if I can see the field better and be able to read the game plan also. So I worked on that too. So it wasn't just about the players working on it. It was about the coaches and how we operate on the sideline and everything that we do. So it'll be a big decision to see. I've never wore glasses or sunglasses. These are prescription sunglasses. I've never wore that before ever, even at a practice. So that's try new things in life, right?
Has it been a priority for more of the running backs?
Yeah, you know what? They're really good receivers. They can run different routes. We can get in different alignments with them. And, yeah, it really has been. I think that Lamar has a really good feel for them. The greatest thing about all of them, they can open their hips. They can catch the ball in their hands. They're an impressive group as far as catching the ball out of the backfield. So I would think that'll be something that really helps our offense.
You mentioned the tight ends. Is there any guy that's jumping out as the first or second?
Yeah, right now Mickey Crum and Charles Stanberry are both playing with the first team. Sometimes Charles is in there first, sometimes Mickey's in there first. I think that Jordan's done a nice job. He did get his ankle tweaked a little bit, so he wasn't out there today. Hopefully he's back early in the week next week. Kamari's done a good job, but it's all new to him. He's really learning and trying to survive the pace and gets tired and has to know the signals. I mean, there's a lot of stuff for him. So I thought he played much faster today than he did last week, and he's shown a lot of toughness because he took a lot of reps today.
How do you feel about the
Yeah, I felt good about him. You know, mostly we've been working with Makai at one of the tackles, and Lucaeus inside, and Robbie, and then Kenny and Jaron. So I think they're starting to work pretty good together. We're big. You know, it's a big physical group, and I think that our technique has improved a lot. So, you know, we got to bring Makai along. He's a young kid that's got all kinds of talent, but he gets a little bit fatigued during practice and during the scrimmage, and more so mentally than physically, you know, and I think that's something that he's shown great maturity, but it's still something we have to be aware of as the game goes on.
What's the competition like, or is there a leader at the cornerback office with Jair?
Yeah, you know, we've had a couple injuries, so basically what we've done in the secondary is we got Jair in there, we've got Washington in there. Ronald has really had a good camp. He's done a great job. He's physical and a really good cover guy and a really good tackler, so he's taken a step forward there. We've actually moved Sturgill back over to receiver. He's really fast and gives us kind of a different look there. And then Yeast has been competing in the secondary too. And basically those four guys, Anthony Johnson has stepped up and done a nice job as a young corner. I think he's going to be really good. You know, he's tall, he's long, he's fast. So I think between the five of them that we'll have good depth there.
What was the thought of using cornerbacks back?
We just needed more speed. I think we needed you know, get a faster guy over there. Not that he wasn't doing a good job at corner, because he was doing a really good job at corner, but we need a faster guy on offense. Yeah, you know, he came here wanting to be a receiver. That's really why we got him. So that's his thing that he has in his heart the most. But we really felt like that, you know, he was doing a good job at corner, but at receiver he was a different flavor than everybody else that we had. So it would really give us something to stretch the field.
You got Stacy and Dorian at those two linebacker spots. Who's the leader at that third spot? Who's the lock that?
Yeah, well, London Iacope has done a really nice job. Isaac Stewart's had a good camp. It's probably the best he's played since he's been here. So they're doing a good job. AJ's playing both, you know, our nickel or star position, but when we go to dime, he moves into linebacker. And I've been really impressed with him. He picks things up really quick. Or CJ, I mean, he picks things up really quick, and he's a great tackler. I mean, he can really tackle and does a good job.
Sturgill, I mean, can you see him being a contributor in the first game?
You know, we got to see how quick he can learn everything. And obviously it's a little bit different for his conditioning, but when he's been out there and his speed and he's got great hands, he can adjust to the ball. So I'm hoping he can.
How was, you mentioned Lamar had a good day. I mean, has that been a constant theme, this accuracy and things like that?
Yeah, he's had a good camp. You know, he's been really focused and gives us a lot of energy out there. He still gets mad when you blow the whistle when he's running. You know, because he sees touchdowns and things like that. But it's been a good balance, being able to really work hard in the passing game, but also having certain things throughout camp where we can work hard on the running game. So I think we're getting closer to wanting to execute what we can do.
How did Puma look today?
Puma's had a really good camp. You know, he's really improved from a year ago. He understands what's going on. He's had some really good days with the type of accuracy and completion percentage that we want, and only a couple days where, you know, we didn't think he was focused in doing what he needs to do. So, you know, I got a lot of confidence in him. He certainly knows the offense. He's got all the respect of the players around him. So, you know, it's good to have him.
How have you seen the relationship between Robbie Bell and Lamar advance, or what has that been like so far? Is their snap exchange going well?
Oh yeah, we you know, the great thing about Lamar is he's never had an issue with snaps. You know, whether he's under or, you know, in gun or whatever. But you know, Robbie's out there playing hard, working extremely hard, trying to get better, trying to, you know, help communication on the offensive front. We're lucky because we have a lot of experience out there. So between Jaron and Kenny and Lucaeus, they've been doing it now for a number of years, and that really shows up a lot.
feeling for you? You're breaking camp, and now you're going into full-fledged game mode, game prep mode. Is it excitement? Is it a little nervousness? Do you feel like you worked on everything? What's going to you?
Yeah, that's a great question because it's all like, oh, where did camp go? You know, it seemed like it was going to be such a long one, and then it's like all of a sudden it's gone, and here we go. So I think we've done a good job on getting done what we need to. I feel good about where we're at special teams wise, and that's always a challenge to make sure you work on all the different situations and, backed up punt, fast field goal. I mean, onside team, hands team. You got all kinds of stuff you have to work on special teams. And the new rules actually benefited that a little bit with all the walkthroughs that you have. We've taken time every night to do some special things in walkthroughs in special teams. So I actually feel like we've worked it more than we ever have.
Installation, or percentage-wise, how much of a game installation is that right now?
For the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that we're going to do in the game, it's all in. We won't use everything that's in. Now it's time to really focus and see what we cut out, what we get better at, what we go into the first game with. But we've installed the entire offense, and, we've had reps on most of it, some obviously more than other. But now it's our job as coaches to really say, okay, this is what we do well, this is the personnel that we got that will allow us to execute these things, and then you start building the playbook around your players. And that's what I've always believed. We got this big playbook, we put it all in. Now let's see what we can do and get really good at.
All right.
Thank you.